Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Sexy Sassy Pants. You know, women today are faced with so many challenges, whether it's working a lot of hours, being overbusy, not having enough time for themselves, raising children, taking care of parents, dealing with their own anxiety, depression, traumas, different things that come up. And so what this channel is about and what the Sexy Sassy Pants program is about is working through some of this as a community. And you might ask, what makes me different than everybody else that's out there? The information, not so much. To be honest, there's a lot of people out there that are giving a lot of good information, that are helping a lot of people. The information itself is probably not new, other than maybe some new research coming out. But what I offer and what we offer is meditations that come along with this every single month that are free on our website. I have booklets that come along every single month that have a topic that we work on for the entire month. And every week there's going to be a show, an episode that's going to focus on a topic in that booklet for the month. And I want us to laugh and have a good time and be able to build a community of women. And I'm going to share just a funny, not funny story actually about Sexy Sassy Pants. So I guess I'm pretty naive sometimes, and so I created Sexy Sassy Pants because it was a nickname that I was given. I am pretty sassy, and I have been stumbling with hurdles throughout this whole process because for whatever reason, Sexy Sassy Pants comes across as a porn site or some kind of sexual something, and I've been kind of blown away by that, and we've had to show proof of our inventory of our booklets. And I actually went to do a search on YouTube because I posted the first video yesterday because I was not ready, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, the first image that came up was a woman with the big O face, and I was kind of taken aback by that. So it's the hurdles we've been through. It's funny because I know that in time this is going to just be who I am, and you can also search it by my name, which is D. Felgus. But it made me think of something, which is this. What happened on our planet where the word sexy or the word sassy automatically meant that we are sexualized as women? And that's a lot about what I created this company for. It's a lot about what I stand for. Is we are allowed to feel sexy, we are allowed to be sassy, and we're certainly allowed to wear pants. And so I'm going to work with that, and I'm glad we're going through the hurdles. And I apologize for Hope being in the camera shot here. You'll probably see her off and on. But it was just a really good reminder of why I'm creating this. There's been other things too that have come up, but I'm determined, and this is going to happen. And so Sexy Sassy Pants is just that. It's for us to express our own sexuality. It's for us to be sassy and have that be okay, for us to have a voice, to be who we are. And I love that about all women, and I think that we have been our own worst enemy. So I want to help build a community. I want to have fun. I want to laugh with you all, and I want to actually learn from you all. So there's a backstory on how this all came about. It's been a dream of mine for a really long time, but I had kind of a near-death experience happen last fall that really catapulted this into it becoming what it is today. It was kind of a, do you want to live or do you want to die? And I chose obviously to live, and it was a wake-up call for me. I was very exhausted and kind of wallowing in my own exhaustion, and I got a wake-up call on that. And this has been brewing for, I would say, probably 5-6 years, and finally I'm able to bring it forward now into wherever this is going to go. So the resources that I'm going to be bringing are going to be the best information I can give you, hopefully in different ways that will resonate with you. You know what you need. I'm a guide. I never think that I know more than anybody else. I certainly don't. The meditations are going to be awesome. I believe that's going to be really helpful for women to help settle down their system or to work through some of the issues that they're working on. The booklets are amazing because they are tangible. We live in such a technological world now that everything is at our fingertips on a computer, and how often do we just pick up a pen anymore, or pick up a crayon, or pick up a paintbrush? And so I created these booklets because it's important to have something to look at, to open, to touch, to write in. And I had some people say, why don't you just publish this on Amazon Kindle, or why don't you just do it that way? I don't want to do it that way. I want the opportunity for you, if you choose, to have something in your hand that you can work with and read and contemplate and learn from and build on and have questions about and be curious. As women, we're so busy and we just don't take the time for ourselves a lot too often. And I really want to change that a little bit the best way that I can. My son and my daughter also are part of this with me. My daughter is kind of the middle person, Jennifer. She's actually going to be coming on in a couple of weeks. She's coming down. We live about 2 hours apart. So she's coming down to get her pre-wedding trial hair done, and she's going to get a massage. And so she's going to be doing a couple shows with me too. So you'll get to meet her. And my son, he does all the shipping on the back end, which is really nice. And so we're just growing it from there. And we're going to see where everything goes. I'm kind of a hippie type, gypsy type of woman, and it's kind of funny because trying to present well on camera, and I actually have my awesome hippie pants on that my daughter got me a couple years ago that I just love. And I'll show you the picture that my kids took of me, which they found very funny, but we all laugh a lot, and I would say that's something that anybody that knows me or knows my family is that we laugh a lot. No matter what's going on, we have to laugh through the pain sometimes. It doesn't negate what we're going through, but we gotta lighten up. This planet is just too heavy. Also, COVID has really changed how we are in this society. I don't know if you've ever taken a look at pictures of yourself or of your family or of friends pre-COVID, and then you look now, there's a sadness now that we carry as a consciousness for everyone on the planet. This is a worldwide thing that has shifted, and in some ways I don't think that's ever going to go back. And so we're all trying to find our new way now on the other side of what happened. Whatever your views were or are, or whatever that is, it affected, I would say, probably pretty much everybody on this planet, unless it's some kind of an indigenous tribe that's really that far removed. Otherwise, we've all been affected. And so part of my work in the community as well is to work through that because we've all been affected, and to help bring back some of that joy and some of the, I think, innocence, for lack of a better word, that we had pre-COVID. So that's also part of what I want to do. And what this community is not about is bashing men. It's not about criticizing each other, for sure. Women have typically been our worst enemies, and I want to change that. So any comments that are put down or anything that's happening, whether it's on social media or wherever it is, I'm not going to tolerate anything that's not supportive and loving and compassionate, because we don't know anybody else's story and they don't know ours. And I tell you, sometimes just a smile or a hug or just a simple statement, telling someone that you hear them and that you care goes a long, long way. And that's the vibe that I want to have with this as we continue to grow. My plan is to have one main episode a week. I'm going to release those on Monday, and I'm not sure the length yet, and actually I would appreciate what you feel would be a good length of time that would keep your attention. Everybody's so busy. Is it 10 minutes? Is it 15, 20, 25? Because I want to honor your time too. So I'm going to be working on that to find the sweet spot. So that'll happen once a week. I'm also going to be uploading the free meditations on here that are also on the website. So you can just pull them up on here as well and listen to them. You can also download them. I'm going to keep creating and building that library that will always be available for you. If you're interested in joining the program and getting the booklets every month, the different topics, certainly there's a link below. It's just www.sexysassypants.com, and I'll put that link there. And you can also go on there. We're going to keep building that, and we're still working through some of the glitches and different things like that, so be patient with us. I'm an expert as far as being in the counseling field, and I'm an expert as far as running and owning businesses. I am not an expert at social media and websites and all of that, and honestly, I am learning this along the way. I'm going to be 60 in a couple months, and so part of my message is going to be no excuses. I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time. I'm going to call bullshit on that one, and I'm very straight and direct, but also loving with my messages. And well, if you want to do something, you can do it. And we're going to work through whatever kind of things are coming up to shut that down for you, because if you want something and you have a dream, there's a way to make that happen. And we will talk about different ways to do that. So that's the gist of what Sexy Sassy Pants is about. I will give you more information about me as time goes on. I'm very intuitive. I am very spiritual, and that means spiritual as in, it means a lot of things. It's not wrapped up in a religion thing. It's not wrapped up in some kind of strange woo-woo thing. It means I'm intuitive, and I'm open to understanding that there's a lot more out there than what we can see with our naked eye. And I love talking about that, so that'll be part of things too. A lot of times my meditations actually just kind of come through. I don't know what I'm going to say. It just comes through, whatever the message needs to be. So as you get to know me and Jennifer, I will also get to know you, and I will give more information as we go through each week, and you'll learn more about us. And just like everybody else, it's about building trust, and that's important for me, that you trust what I'm saying. I'm not one of these people that's out there trying to get higher numbers or all of those things, and that's great. I don't have a problem with people doing that, obviously, but for me, it's really about, at its core, I really want to help you be the best you can be. And this is one of those ways I can get a message out, is having videos on YouTube and different things. So for me, that's the most important piece. So when I'm asking questions, it's not about bumping up numbers for me. It's actually about wanting to know what you're needing and wanting. That's important to me. That being said, if you do like what you're getting for information, please do subscribe and like it, because that way I know what you guys are liking and not liking. And it also will help this be easier to find and not have this other stuff going on that's happening right now. So I'm going to end there today, and this will be posted on the first Monday. This is a Friday, and thereafter every week, and we will take it from there. We're going to be talking about meal planning, feeding your sexy body, and stress. That's going to be what the first couple months are going to be about. And just so you know, and you can kind of see, so this is one of the booklets. This is the stress booklet, and so we'll be taking a topic for 1 month out of this one, and then this one is on feeding your sexy body. This is not about weight loss, weight gain, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. It's an all-around discussion about body image, ways to meal prep because everybody's so busy, different things that come up in our lives around food and weight, because as you know, every day there's something new and it gets really frustrating. So I want to talk about healthy and how you can feel healthy and be healthy and prepare food in the quickest, easiest way that you can. And we'll talk about, budgets and whatever comes up. So these two booklets are part of the original subscription, as well as a background and introduction on Jennifer, Mark, and I. And we're just going to take it from there. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I look really forward to working with each one of you. And until we meet again, have a sexy, sassy day, sexy, sassy week, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.